Hey everybody, it's Valerie with Two Mamas to Love, and I am with my guest Heather Grace Nelson, and she is the founder of Heather Grace Skincare. And I am right now inviting her on, so she'll be coming on in a minute. But in the meantime, I want to tell you more about Heather because she is actually going to be a guest on the Meant to Be Well Global Virtual Summit, October 18th, October 19th. Heather's going to be coming on October 18th. I believe that's at 6 o'clock Central, as well as 4 o'clock Pacific. And I just love everything that Heather Grace talks about. And she is a founder of her own skincare company. And I'm going to read to you her bio because I think it's just so beautiful what she does. So, Heather Grace Nelson is a passionate entrepreneur who champions self care and a balanced lifestyle. After stepping away from the corporate world, she founded Heather Grace Skincare, where she personally formulates each product with a commitment to quality and wellness. Heather's journey exemplifies how dedication, hard work, and focus on self care pave the way to personal fulfillment and success. And I love her story, how she took that leap of faith and stepped away from the corporate world to do what she was passionate about, what made her sparkle inside, which is skincare. And I've learned so much about her and have been so inspired throughout my journey of learning about her products and learning about how she wants to make every everyone feel beautiful, and I think that in itself is beautiful. So I am on the phone right now, and I am not sure if I have StreamYard on the right way. So let me see if Heather is on here because it's asking me to invite guests, and let me see if she's on here over on this side. Oh, it looks like she's going to download the app right now. So we were just on Instagram Live talking. And so if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, definitely check out. I'm going to post the replay of Instagram Live, and you can listen to what we talked about there. Oh, and it looks like here I see her now. So in Heather, add this. Okay, let's see. Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Heather. Hey, how are
Hi.
you?
I
Hey.
did it.
Yay, you got it. That's great.
Mm,
Well, I was just
yeah.
introducing you and saying that we were just talking over on Instagram. So I am so glad you're able to join, and I'm glad that StreamYard's working on my phone. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Mine too.
yes, yes. Well, Heather, let's continue this conversation about. I just want whoever's listening right now to know about your mission of having anyone using your product to feel beautiful from the inside outwardly. I think that's just so beautiful in itself. And can you tell us some more about that? I know you talked about it on our Instagram live, but I would really love for people who are listening on this platform to hear that as well.
Mm. Well, yeah. So I faced a lot of insecurity growing up and bullying and just not feeling good in my own skin, basically. And
Yeah.
so my mission, my goal is um, to make women and men feel beautiful in their own skin. And um, by creating a skincare line, they're self care. They are. Um, I need to finish my morning coffee. I just blanked.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah.
No, but basically, self care is not selfish. It is
It's not.
something that we all
No.
need, and
Mhm.
skincare is a part of that. Doing your nightly routine is a part of that, and your morning routine is a part of that. But because of all the adversity that I faced growing up, I don't want anybody to feel that way. So that's where that's my mission. That's why I kind of started Heather Grace Skincare. And so it's not just a line of products. I really want, I want your skin to glow and have healthy skin, but also feel good about doing it.
Absolutely. And I think that's so beautiful because I know we were talking on our Instagram live, but
Mm.
just I feel that story where like your bullying story and like how you were made fun of, how you
Yep.
say like during the grade school, middle school years, and how kids can be cruel. And I mean, bullying is a conversation in itself.
Right.
Um, but you are truly taking that experience and doing something with it.
Right.
And I love that mission that you have. And it gets me excited to do my skincare because I'm not, you're giving me more confidence in that. I feel
Good.
like, yes. And I'm like, Heather, I know she wants us to feel good inside. And I do feel like that I don't know, just like that friend. Like I feel like you're my friend, and I feel I don't even know what the right word would be, but I
I
love it though.
feel like I'm getting a lost for words today too.
Yeah,
Um, I can share this little story that I shared over.
yeah,
Okay, so what I was saying over on our Instagram live is it, I mean, besides me being made fun of, it really hit me when this girl in elementary school touched my skin and said, "Wow, it's smooth. I thought it would be bumpy
mm,
because of all my freckles," and that really hit me, and it just stuck with me all these years.
yeah,
And so, no, my skin's not bumpy because of all my freckles. I think we all know that, as adults now. But
sure,
it's really important to have those conversations with your children too about other people and their differences, and starting from the such a young age to adulthood. But yeah. Oh, and I was also telling you that I just always had a fascination for skincare and putting my mom.
yes.
I would make her put on my avocado face mask, which consisted of just chopping up avocado or smashing it up, and having her play spa day with me. So that was always so much fun, and
I
she was
love
a
that.
good sport. Actually, she was my model when I went through years ago, before I got into my corporate career. I went through cosmetology school,
Hmm.
and she was my state board model. The poor woman just came out so haggard looking because I was like trying to beat the clock, uh, and during the hair washing, I didn't let the water warm up, so it was just cold water on her head, and I just
Hmm.
wanted to get that license, but I
Yes.
did. And I did. But she's been my biggest champion. Um,
Oh, that's great. Such a good sport.
yeah. She really is. So anyway, but yeah, I started Heather Grace Skincare. It opened in January 1st of 2017, and I was 41 years at the time. And I highly encourage anyone out there that is interested in starting a business or following their passion that they do it. Um, it's it's hard. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart, but it is so worth it. And I could never go back. I never looked back on my career in HR management.
Mm. And I can truly see that passion. And I think that's so beautiful. And we were saying earlier about how I feel like when we're younger, we just know we don't have all that noise as we age and the world
Mhm.
gets to us of we know what has us sparkle and dazzle inside. I think a bit more when we're younger. And then it's scary. The world gets scary, and
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful example of how you leaned into that and that it's never too late to follow your dreams.
No, it's
And
not.
it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely not. It's a challenge, but it's so worth it.
Yes, yes. And I feel like you say it's a challenge and it's worth it. And I totally get that because it's like it's challenging, but it's worthwhile. And so many times in life, like easy is not what's important in life. Like there's some of the most important things in life that it is hard work, but it makes it's truly is when we lean into that, when we lean into that sparkle. I think
Hmm.
that others see that and then it inspires them to lean into what their passions are.
Right.
And that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's something that you're passionate about and you love, it's really not work. It sounds cliche because that's something that, has always been said, but it is very, very true.
For
I don't
sure.
feel like, it's a hard work, but I don't feel like it's a different hard. It's a hard that I want to
Yes.
choose.
I love that. It's a hard you want to choose. I
Yes.
think that's spot on for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hmm. No, Heather, I would love for our listeners, whoever's listening to the live or to the replay, where can they find you? Because I love your products and I love how you
Mhm.
explain them so clearly. Like I was saying earlier, I get excited to use them. I just think they really are amazing. So can you tell us
Mhm.
how we can find you and be able to get all the information of how to obtain them?
Yes. Heather at heathergraceskincare.com is my email. Or heathergraceskincare.com is my website. Um, I am on Instagram. It's just at Heather Grace Skincare, and same with Facebook. And I am always ready and happy to help with any questions. Send me an email, a DM. Um, and yeah, I can help you find the right products and the right methodology for you. Not everyone wants to do a million steps in their face care. Some people just want to, basically the basic simple wash and go. And I'm happy to help you find the right products for that, as well as the luxurious long self-care routine, which I love personally.
Mm.
But yeah, just email me, DM me. I'm here for you.
That's awesome. I love that. And you're very much like the glow. I am thinking of the word glow when
Hello.
I talk with you.
Yeah.
And it's like glowing, like skincare glowing
Mhm.
with just love and confidence,
Right.
trusting in yourself. And I know when we talked before, Heather, like I think it was back this summer, like I so much have struggled like with glasses, with my hair and all of
Mhm.
those things. I think regardless of how old we get or whatever we do, they stay with us sometimes. And I
Yes.
think it's bringing that out into the open, being vulnerable about those things and coming together. It truly does help us just accept ourselves and love ourselves. And then in the act of loving ourselves, we can love others. And that
Right.
truly is what changes the world.
Right.
Mhm.
You've heard the term body dysmorphia.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I don't think, I mean, ever been actually clinically diagnosed with it, but that I feel like that's what I have. And sometimes it's so hard for me to look at myself and I don't see what other people see necessarily. And my goal is to try and change that, not only for myself but for others. Like I look at you and I'm like, she's just this stunning, beautiful woman, and here you're saying like, oh, I'm so insecure about my glasses, and
Yeah.
I think you're beautiful. So
Mm.
I want to
Yes.
be able to encourage people to um, understand that they how other people see them, that they're too hard on themselves.
Mm.
So yeah.
I love that. Well, and thank you. That's so, and we all are beautiful. We all are beautiful, and we're
Mhm.
our own worst critic. And I think sometimes, at least for me, I have to say thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts aren't necessarily true. Even though maybe I'm thinking something, I just have to lean into the discomfort, to the self-love, and to change those mental highways that I have
Yeah.
into back roads. And that starts with just giving myself that compassion that sometimes is so, so hard. But when I continue to practice that, um, that then it can get stronger over
Hmm.
time.
You just have to show yourself grace. You have
Yes,
to really
you
give
really
yourself
do.
grace.
You really
Just
do.
yeah, just as you would others. I actually have that tattooed. I don't know if you can see it on
Yeah.
my arm.
Oh,
There.
there you go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
because it's so important to me to always remember that, to show myself grace. And when I do that, it's easier for me to show others that grace as well.
that's beautiful. And that's beautiful how it's in your name too. I didn't even like think about that till you just said that.
Their grace. Well, Grace, I was named after my great grandmother.
Oh,
So she was an incredible woman who was raising 7 children during the Depression era. And although she didn't have a lot, but she would give whatever she could to people that were going across country in need of food and clothing. And she was just the epitome of a graceful woman. And that's what her name was, is Grace. So I was named after her, and I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of where I came from, and I'm hoping that I can live up to her um, gracefulness.
oh, I love that story.
Thank
And
you.
she sounds like an incredible woman, and so are you, Heather. You're
Thank you.
absolutely
Thanks.
continuing that legacy.
Yeah, that's the hope. Yeah, I met her once or twice when I was a baby, but yeah.
Oh. Well, that's it. And I think that in itself is so beautiful that it's like, even if we like, it's these legacies, right? It's these
Hmm.
legacies that we have. And Grace truly shines through with Heather Grace
Thank you.
skincare.
Thank you.
Abs-
There's a
Absolutely.
scent I created called Grace, and I have a couple scents that I've created, and
Hmm.
the Grace is one, and it's mostly, it's very rose forward, but it's not like your old lady rose. It's very, very
Yes.
beautiful. And my great grandmother, that's what her favorite flower was. So I wanted to create scent that represented her. And it's more of like a bouquet, a floral bouquet, but with rose forward. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I know what you're talking about. Like, I love the scent because it's not strong, but it's like just like these hints, and
Mhm.
that's lovely that it's your great grandma's flower, and I
Mhm.
love that. I love that. I
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, I know that we're running, the time's running up
Yeah.
for our live here, but I love talking with you, Heather. I love chatting. I know our listeners, they're going to get an opportunity to talk with you. I had said before you joined in that you're going to be at the Global Mental Health Summit.
Yes.
And so definitely tune in to hear more about Heather. And she'll also be on Two Mamas to Love. I'm not sure when that'll be released, but in the next, like later on this fall, definitely
Right.
check it out. And I'll make sure I'm posting all of that as well, because I just love Heather's story. And a shout out to Gretchen Shozer.
Yes.
And yeah, we have her, Heather has her cup here. So SH exclamation mark T that goes on in our heads.
She's
Heather.
amazing. They are amazing, though.
They
It's
are amazing. Yes. So check out their podcast. Heather had an awesome episode released in March with them. And so I'll make sure I include all of that in the comments as well.
wonderful.
Well, thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much,
much.
everybody. And thank you
Thank,
so much, Heather.
thank you.
Well, have a good rest of your day, and we'll talk soon.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you,
Thank
Valerie.
you. Bye.